And we're back on stage 3 out of 5 in our Rogue Legends campaign. Now previously we had a lot of fun actually. We got some nice artifacts, we got some legendary ones. So first off, let me give you guys a quick rundown on what happened. We have 2 legendary artifacts so far, the bouncing projectiles which we started with, and then this one which is a really interesting one, makes all towers attack 40% faster but balloons move 25% faster when in range of monkeys. Now we mentioned that we want to be very careful in the path that we're selecting because usually you want to take the shorter path if you have this one, because if you guys know, with each encounter in Rogue Legends the balloons become a little bit faster and a little bit stronger. It's actually 5% per encounter, so yeah, this can add up really quickly if you're not careful. And then the other part of the strategy is just playing off of this burn artifact which is called Pops Fire. When a balloon is on fire it is going to explode, so we have this ice monkey actually setting balloons on fire. We're playing off of the 320 Buccaneer which is also setting balloons on fire thanks to a hot shot, and then all the other ones are just like a little bit of extra damage or attack speed or whatever it is. And this is going to be a particularly interesting one because even though our strategy is based off of damage per second and burning things, look at the boss. It's Blast the Populace, and this guy burns off all the DPS effects off of it. So yeah, this final boss is going to be a little bit of a counter to our strategy in general. But first off, let's see what we can do. Usually with the campfires, I either enhance an artifact or mentor a monkey, but for the first time ever, because the path that we chose is going to have 3 campfires, I think I'm going to select Recruit. Let's see what are the choices that we get. Alright, so 021, it is absolutely the wrong path on the banana farm. 002 Dartling, not exactly sure about this one. 030 Spike though could be interesting, especially versus some bosses, and then I don't think I'm a fan of either of these guys. So what do you guys think? Spike Factory, $3,000 though. Let's get the cheap early game tower. Let's go for the Dartling, I think, because our strategy is based on the Buccaneer, and the problem with the Buccaneer is that it is a water-based monkey. So we had it happen a couple times in our previous run where we actually faced the maps which had no water space in it, so the Dartling is gonna be fine. And then let's remove one of the, I guess it's gonna be what? This guy, the glue? I don't think we're using the glue a lot. Yeah, let's remove the glue. And just as I mentioned it, that we're playing on maps that have no water space, look at what we get. It's exactly the same, by the way, as in stage 2. We also faced Scrapyard as our first map on stage 2 as well. So let's actually use the Dartling. Why not? Let's actually also try and make some money with the Let to Gold, because in the previous video, if you guys caught that one, we actually did an experiment with the Let to Gold, and this thing is absolutely insane in the amount of money that it makes. So let's go like this, set it on close. I guess we're starting off with the Dark Monkey. The first round should not be that complicated, but balloons are 25% faster in range of the monkeys. So let's actually check the speed onto these guys. Yeah, look at this thing, starting with 110% balloon speed. Absolutely insane. Are you guys watching this Alchemist? What is even happening? This guy has the attack speed from the legendary relic, but I also think that the artifact that we have, let me just find out what it's called again. Yeah, it's this one, Homebrew Alchemy Rare. Alchemist's attack reload time is reduced by 30%. So this Alchemist is actually defending solo. When do you see this happen? Actually, this is so crazy. Alright, so we are going to be facing Moaz, but finally we can place the Dartling that we selected. So yeah, look at this thing. As soon as, and we also have the bouncing darts, by the way, which works amazingly with the Dartling. Let's see what we can get for this one. Let's reroll. We don't need any of these guys. 302 Alchemist, that's very tempting, honestly, but I think I'm going to go for the Quickening on this one. Oh, and by the way, I mentioned a bug at the start of the video, so just in case you guys don't know what the bug is, if you select your boost and you click really fast onto the select button, it can duplicate itself a couple of times. So for example, I tried doing it like that, and we managed to get 3 instances of this temporary boost, which is, yeah, all of these guys stack within each other. This is absolutely not supposed to be happening, by the way. Oh, let's get the camera detection or a Dartling. Let's go for the faster barrel spin, and this is, oh my god, this is so crazy. Wait a minute. Can we turn this a little bit into a Dartling run as well on top of the Buccaneer? I think we need to like get a couple of strategies going, because if you only rely on one thing, you can easily lose. Let's get, yeah, let's try to get this one. Let's get the precision. I tried clicking it a couple of times as well, and I got it 3 times. Alright, so that's 8 damage times 3. That's crazy. Alright, so far so good. I think round 14 was the last round, which has, or maybe it was 15, which has a lot of lead balloons. So I still don't want to be getting the Hydra Rocket Pods, because these guys are going to be popping the lead balloons, and our Let to Gold is not going to be making money. But just look at the amount of money that this guy's made already. $11,000. This is absolutely wild how much money this guy makes. Let's get the Altar Precision, and this is going to be about it. So only like 1 more up around 15, and then a couple on round 16. Nothing too complicated, but we're just getting started. I think it's time, by the way. Let's get the Hydra Rocket Pods. These guys are going to be bouncing all over the map like crazy. Oh my god. Yup, this is going to get super crazy with this Dartling, especially because we're getting the bottom crosspad, and it's like there's no precision in this thing. these darts are like flying everywhere. And that's it. That's the first island. We're gonna have a lot of campfires on this one actually. So we're gonna have a lot of interesting things to do, like enhancing some artifacts. Oh, there's a chest upcoming actually. Let's see what we get. Not a legendary one, but I think there's still a chance that you get a legendary artifact, even though the chest itself is not legendary. So let's see what we get inside of this one. All right, so Zig then Zack, and it's a rare one. High glue. I know what this one does, but let me just read the next one. High impact glue. Oh, I actually know what this one does as well. It's like makes the glues, the projectiles do 2 damage to mob class balloons, and then it increases the more balloons there are. And then pure damage. Magic Monkey's attack speed and ability cooldowns are 2 times slower, but damage is increased. Oh, this... I don't know, it sounds interesting, but we don't have any Magic Monkeys, so I think we're just gonna go with this one. Zig and Zag, this is a rare one, which is a nice one, and then all military monkeys shoot in a zigzag pattern with 25% extra attack speed. Guys, so we are on a roll with this attack speed thingy. Look at this one. 1, which gives 40% attack speed. 2, which gives all buffs, all military monkeys by 25%. I think, was it this one? This is number 3. All monkeys attack 50% faster for the first 20 seconds of the round. And then if you're counting this one, the Alchemist reload time is reduced by 30%. Our attack speed is insane currently in all these towers, and you know what, we can even keep buffing some of these artifacts as well because they're common ones. I think we're gonna have to do a little bit of a micro with the Darling on this one actually, so let's place it like this. Let's get the advanced targeting for the camo on round 6, and I think, oh my god, what? Wait, the zigzag actually looks so ridiculous on the Darling. This is absolutely unreliable. What? You know what, I think it's because it's bouncing off of like this tent here on the top side, and that's what makes it go crazy. Actually, look at this thing. When you kind of condense it into a small space, it doesn't look that bad because it's really a mess here towards the top side. So do we want to get rid of this one? It's a lot of attack speed though. Let's give it a chance actually, see how it works in the Buccaneer as well. Let's reroll, actually get the, oh, finally we get some precision. Let's get an extra let's get some extra damage going to our towers. And yeah, how are you guys liking the new DLC? What's happening? Are you playing it? What's a fun combo that we should try out? You know, with these artifacts, I've kind of gotten to know some of them because we got the early access, and I kind of know what a good chunk of them do. And I actually have an idea for a different campaigns, but we need to finish this one first, and then I have just like the craziest idea, which I think is actually going to be possible thanks to some insane rallies that we have in this one. So I'm not going to reveal too much, but let's just say I'm going to try and beat the entire campaign by only using 1 tower, and I think it might be possible actually. Alright, then as this one is ending, I think we can just go for an Alchemist, just buff up our Darling even further, and it's actually insane with these Hydra Rocket Pods, and you know what, it's even gonna be crazier when you get the 4th tier and the ability. Alright, so not too complicated so far. Get a couple of tokens, and let's just get to our 2nd out of 3 campfires. So I'm thinking whether we heal on one of these guys because we have 4 lives, or do we just continue like this and try and enhance one of the artifacts. I think we enhance on this one. So we have a couple of common ones. I think because we're playing off of this one, the Pops Fired, this is going to increase the pierce from I guess from 2 to 3, and I've always wanted to upgrade this one, so I think it's going to be this one, just make it a rare one. And then for this campfire, I was thinking we either enhance or we heal actually, because we are at 4 hearts. So let's open up this chest, see what we have in it. We have 1 rare, this is pure damage. We saw this one, which is the Magic Monkeys one. Divine Intervention. Oh my god, not the Divine Intervention, come on. This one is insane, and we can actually upgrade it if we get it. This one is crazy. There's a 1 in 1800 chance that the Super Monkeys or Adora are going to do 1500 times damage. I actually tried this, and this one is insane, especially when you upgrade it to rare. It becomes 1 in 1200. Let's check at the last one. Explosive effect. Oh, actually we saw this one, and we had a legendary choice of this one in the previous video, but we skipped on it, so we're not gonna take the common. Yeah, let's take it just so we have an alternative to our Buccaneer defense. And what are we removing from these towers? I actually want to remove 3 towers, not 1, but we have to do it 1 at a time. So let's start with attack, and then we're gonna see what we do. Let's get rid of the attack, and then we have 1 more campfire, and now we have to decide what we want to do. I was thinking if we were to enhance an artifact, I was thinking of enhancing, I was actually thinking of doing this one, guys. I think this is gonna make defeating bosses a little bit safer, and I don't want to take any risks with the bosses themselves. So we're gonna do this one, and then if we get the next chance, we're gonna go for slower is harder. But first off, let's do Divine Intervention. Let's make the chance into 1 out of 1200. And then they gave us another Super Monkey, but actually I'm not gonna remove the 2nd Super Monkey. I'm gonna continue just doing what I wanted to do previously. So let's remove the sniper next, I think. Right now, this one we have to start a little bit differently. We're gonna start with the Little Gold, obviously, but I'm gonna get the 210 into the 310, so don't get the hot shot so that we don't pop. Oh my god, what is the Alchemist doing? What do we do with this Alchemist, guys? Alright, so round 13, nothing too crazy except the visuals, actually, and when I get the Destroyer, this is gonna go even harder. Oh my god. These bouncy projectiles are wild. Let me give this guy a little bit of extra Pierce. That's gonna be nice as well. And then what do we have? Inspiration. Do we get Pierce? Sure, let's get some extra Pierce for our towers. And actually, the reason why I didn't want to destroy our super monkeys is this. You can actually have both of them because the round cooldown is independent of each other. So eventually, when we're facing a boss, we're gonna have double the chance of proccing the extra damage. And also, I wanted to keep the dark monkey as well. Oh, let's just select. Oh my god, look at this thing. Let's get this 031 Robo as well. But I wanted to keep the dark monkey because our hero is Geraldo, and Geraldo has this thing, the Warring Hero Escape. So we can have a third super monkey on screen actually, which is also going to be able to proc the divine interventions. All right, so we're gonna have our first shop, and actually I see there in the distance there's one more shop before getting to the boss. So let's see what's in this one first. Oh, is that a legendary that I see? Yep, Mighty Mulligan provides 3 artifact selection reroll opportunities after beating a reward tile. That's interesting, but let's read the other ones. This is a Mer Monkey. Nope, not even reading that one. Overwhelming synergy. Magic monkeys get. I don't know. I don't know if I want to make the upgrades for our monkeys 20% more expensive. This is the one we haven't seen so far. It's called Critical Impact, which makes tier 3 and higher mortars have a 1 in 10 chance to crit. I don't think we're playing off of mortars, but it sounds like a fun strategy to try out. Explodey darts. Oh my god, it's giving us explodey darts. No way you're giving us explodey darts. This is gonna be explosions everywhere because our hot shots set balloons on fire and make those balloons explode. And then the darts from the Buccaneer are going to be exploding as well. We're playing off of super monkeys, which is dart based as well. Then the darling is dart based as well. There's no way we don't take and upgrade this one, right? And then how do we pay for this one? I think it's just tokens. I don't think we want to sacrifice any of these artifacts that we have. So let's just go like this. Let's trade with tokens and bam, explodey darts. What an absolutely insane and overpowered artifact this is. Let me show you guys what explodey darts does. But first off, we're starting around 6. So let's start out with camo detection, which is going to be our 012 darting. Set it like this. And then just the usual, I guess, select the gold, which we cannot afford as of yet. So look at what explodey darts does. You guys see those small explosions? Whenever the darts expire, they're going to explode in that spot. Now the thing is, this is only a common artifact, and if you get a legendary one, I think the damage goes from 1 to 9, if I'm not mistaken. And like, don't get me wrong, even though this is like 1 damage goes hard if your towers have like insane attack speed the way that we do. So this is going to be super fun. I'm going to get Geraldo here on the side, and I think I'm going to remove the obstacles so we can place the Buccaneer, because the Buccaneer is going to have the explodey darts as well. Let's select one of the... Oh, actually, we have a portable lake. What if we get the portable lake and place the Buccaneer in a good spot, like in the middle? I think we do that, actually. Let's select it. I think I'm kind of fine. I think this is pretty much the best spot. Yeah, I think we're just gonna leave it like this, and let's get the Buccaneer going. Alright, if you guys think this is crazy, you haven't seen anything yet, because we have so many artifacts left to upgrade. Actually, I don't even... We're not even having enough campfires so far. Let's get... Where are we getting? All Tower Quickening. Let's get this one, right? That's completely fine. And now the next thing that we have to worry about is just these maps with multiple lanes that appear on stage 4 and upwards. So if we lose to something, it's not gonna be that the rounds are gonna be too difficult, but it's probably going to be that we're just gonna be playing on like a bad map. Reroll, let's get... I guess magic precision is gonna be fine at this point. I don't think we're lacking anything. Let me just get the destroyer up and running. This destroyer cannot even... Oh my god. I was gonna say it cannot even get the chance to attack because this 012 darting is too strong, but when it does, look at the explosions go. It's insane. Alright guys, I think it's actually time. Let me get the hot shots onto this one, which is gonna create so many more explosions, and then let's give it some extra Pierce. I think we can also give it the pickles, which is really amazing. And then I think it's time for the super monkeys and just... Oh my god, take a look at those explosions, by the way. Let's just see some mobs or some BFBs on screen, because this is absolutely insane. And they just keep giving us attack speed. Look at all of these projectiles. Everything is exploding. Whatever this guy shoots, it explodes eventually. Look at it again onto this mob. That's crazy. I mean, this is wild, guys. What a ridiculous setup this is. So let's see how fast the BFB is gonna get destroyed, like instantly, right? It's not even gonna make it past the road. Let's get the monkey village. Why not? Let's give it... This is gonna be a 3-0-0, but we're in for the attack speed and the jungle drums more than anything else. Let's go like this. Is the Buccaneer range? Yes, it is. And then what's coming out to 25? I forget. It's probably gonna be a couple of BFBs, so like this one and maybe a few more behind it, but I don't think that we're seeing any issues, guys. This is insane. What is happening? I think we created one of the strongest possible combinations, and we were only on stage 3. Everything that we have is just like OP. Alright, so in our chest, let's see what we have on this one. Battlefield Commission. I've seen this one and I've skipped it because heroes don't gain XP, but they gain 1 XP for each bloom pod. But the thing is, our hero is Geraldo. Rowlet. He's not gonna be popping anything. Not playing off ability, so not interested in this one. And then this one, Frosted Tips, Dark Monkey Piercing range is increased by 15%. All projectiles supply permafrost. I don't know, honestly. I think I'm just gonna take this one because it doesn't take away anything from us, and we're gonna trade it off. So this one is Frosted Tips, so let's remember to get rid of it. Alright, then let's do our setup. So Dartling, get some camo onto this guy, get the Lucky. We even afford it? No, we barely can now. We're gonna be able to afford it in a second. Get our Let the Gold Alchemist, get the money generation going, and then it is exactly the same thing. So you guys know already what I'm about to do, so I think I'm just gonna skip towards the end, and maybe I'm gonna show you guys the later rounds, like the late 20s, because we haven't seen those guys yet. And we're back around 25 with just enough money for the aircraft carrier. I have not done this since we got the Splody Darts, and every single projectile that the aircraft carrier launches and the small planes is going to generate an explosion. So this is, what is even happening, guys? Is this my thumbnail or what? This is illegal. Guys, we've created a monster. This should not be happening. Even if it's like the tier 5 boss that we're facing at this point, like, can that guy survive this? Oh, I just really hope we don't lose to like some weird map down the line, because our setup is perfect and we still have a lot of upgrading left to do. Oh no way, this is happening. Portability legendary. This is exactly what we need. We need a portable lake so that we can place our Buccaneer on maps that don't have water, and it's giving us a legendary one. Insane. Is this the perfect run or what? I don't think I've ever been luckier, like ever. I don't know, guys, can you get any luckier than this? I mean, this is like the perfect run so far. I really think that the only way that we lose this run is just if we face some map like, I don't know, like a ravine and there's no way to defend it. So this is gonna be our last fight before the boss, and I actually wanted to talk a second about the stages that you can encounter later down the line, because I'm gonna give you guys an example. I know this from personal experience, because in the early access, this is what happened to me. I was on stage 5 and I had one more balloon encounter left before facing the final boss, and I lost on that encounter. I was not able to beat the map. The map was Haunted. Now, Haunted is not that bad of a map, honestly. I just think I don't have the towers, but I've seen people post things like, I don't know, they're facing like ravine, or I even had dark dungeons once and I was able to skip it just by you know, sacrificing some lives. That's actually crazy. You can have an insane setup in the game and everything can be like perfect, and you can still lose with that setup if you just get like a bad map and you cannot defend like the early rounds. Now, because the early rounds are quite unforgiving, right, in this game mode. So yeah, it's kind of weird, guys. I don't know. I think that some of the maps honestly should be taken out of rotation. I think like these insane multiple track maps like ravine, dark dungeons, maybe. I'm not sure. I haven't seen Ouch or Quad, but you know what, if you ask me, just take those out as well. You can just lose your run straight up if you get the bad map, is what I'm saying. And back at modded Rogue Legends or modded BTD6 or whatever this is, I wanted to try out this one. I wanted to get the Rocket Storm and I wanted to see how this goes with all these bouncy projectiles. I have not abused the bug even once, so if this looks crazy, this is just like vanilla Rogue Legends in a way. So let me just show you guys. As you guys can see, all these temporary boosts, they are at 1, so I've not used the bug. And if this looks crazy, trust me, it can get even crazier because we have a lot of upgrades left to do. So let's use the Rocket Storm ability on round 31. So as soon as this one ends, let me just use it and see how it's gonna go. Do these guys bounce off as well? Yes, they do. Oh my god, this is insane. Alright, so if you get a bunch of attack speed and you get the mad's like 90,000. We're not getting the mad. Unless we get the mad from like an Insta Monkey drop, which would be insane once we use the ability, but this is already like, I don't even know what's happening at this point. We have one more shop left to go before the boss, so our next encounter is actually going to be Blasted Populace. So let's collect our token and let's see what is in the last shop of the stage. Alright, so hopefully something good. We have one of these artifacts that we can trade off, which is the last one that we got. Is this one is Frosted Tips. So let me just put it up for sale, honestly. And let's see what we have. We have a Mighty Mulligan. We have a Splody Darts. Oh my god, it's giving us Splody Darts. Yes, please just take my... We have a common version of this one. Yes, this one is dealing 1 damage and this one goes up to 3. Alright, let me just put up this one. Let's get the rare version. I would actually love to get this one because it reduces the attack speed of all military monkeys, but it adds attack speed for each by 5% essentially for each military monkey placed. So essentially you don't want to have like 5 military monkeys because you're not gonna get any of the bonuses, but this is like a flat out good one, so I'm gonna take this one as well. Oh, are we trading something off, guys? I don't think we want to trade anything, honestly, so I think we're just gonna we're gonna have to spend all of our Geraldo tokens, but it is for the greater good. Splody Darts is really nice, and then this one is also really good, the 25% attack speed. So let's trade. We're gonna lose everything, but the setup that we we have is absolutely insane at this point. Yes, and finally, let's continue up to the final boss. We don't even care if the map has any water space because we have portable lakes. It does. It's quite an easy map, I think, actually. Let's see what we can make happen with this Blast the Populace. Do we want to do the boomer, actually? Do we want to see these explosions in action? You know what? I think we want to see the explosions in action for this one. So let's go like this. Let's start with Cherry. Let me get the Darling, like, I guess here towards the side, give it some camo, and then I think we have like a super cheap monkey because of, yeah, we can get like this 110 dart because Blast the Populace is going to be launching Fireball, so I'm just going to have the dart monkey here in the corner, and then the rest of the cash is going to get spent onto our Buccaneer. So let's go like this. Let's get the aircraft carrier with the hotshot, with the explosions, and then I think we just, we just keep the money, like the $6,000. We can actually do this. Let's buy both of the super monkeys because both of them are going to have the exploded darts, and we can give range to one of them. We can give the sharpening stone to one of them, and let's go. Let's get it. All right, so in comes Blast the Populace, 90,000 HP. Hopefully we get this one done. So how are we doing with all these explosions? We just started the run. I know that the boss damage is not looking too hot, but at this point, like, barely anything is attacking. Only these aircraft carriers, small planes, and they're not exactly doing anything. So let's go like this. Set all of our super monkeys on strong. Give them a bit of range. There we go. And then keep in mind, we do have this extra 1 in 1200 relic, which is, I think we get the inspiration, by the way. We get the 1 in 1200 relic for all our super monkeys to do like an insane amount of damage to the boss as well. All right, Blast the Populace. Let me see you come in range of our super monkey. Let's actually give them a little bit extra range. Set the other one as strong as well. And then what else can we do? I think probably pickling them is not going to be a bad idea because they're still at 1 damage. I don't think we have any damage enhancers at this point. And only 1 super monkey attacking so far, but I think you can absolutely feel the damage difference. Let's give a little bit of attack speed to the Dolphin, and we're going to proc the second skull. What are we doing for this one? Magic Precision. Oh, we had the Magic Precision rare. No, let's get this one actually, and let's not abuse the bug on this one. Let's just try and beat it normally. How are Giralis potions looking? 0 out of 2 so far. You know what? I think we should be buying camo or on at least one of the super monkeys, if not both. Oh, you guys see the crits, by the way? 1 in 1200. I know it's a very small chance, but when it hits, it just takes off such a huge chunk of 1 HP bar. It's crazy. Oh, let's see these. Oh, all tower precision rare. Okay, I like this one. Let's get a 10% boost. And again, not abusing the bug, just playing it fairly this time. And this is actually going extremely fast, even though we're only attacking with like 1 super monkey. I guess the aircraft carrier is doing a little bit, and then this Darling is, I don't even know what the Darling is doing. It only has like 12,000 pops. It's ridiculous to say, but we're actually encountering some more difficult rounds at this point. Let's give the Cherries fire, I guess, because this thing also triggers the explosion from the relic that we have. And this is going to be the last health bar of Blast the Populace. So again, just like 1 super monkey, I think it's this guy mainly, 100,000 pops. I mean, the aircraft carrier surely has a 170k. All right, this guy's carrying as well. Yeah, the boss is about to pop, so let's just make sure we don't lose to like a fast DDT or something like that. Let's give this guy a knockback as well. And here comes the DDTs. All right, so how are we doing with the DDT? Not too hot, honestly. Not too hot with DDTs. Oh my god, wait a minute. Am I actually going to lose to this? Oh, don't tell me we're going to lose to that. Wait a minute, that's a full DDT. All right, let's actually start like this. We're going to use the boomerang for this one, and I'm going to remove this obstacle. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a portable lake over here in the middle so we can place the Buccaneer inside of it. But first off, let's make sure we get some camo and the faster barrel spin, I guess, onto this guy. Geraldo for the camo, get the Buccaneer like this. And now I think it is, I mean, is this going to be good? Because this is a primary tower and all of our buffs are mainly focused around military tower. So let's see how we do. Set this guy strong. Oh yeah, he's absolutely melting the boss. All right, this is going to be a lot faster than previously, especially because we have the ability, but we just need to be careful of camo balloons. Oh my god, this is the first skull done. Okay, so what are we doing for this one? Military precision. Yes, let's get it. Let's get a little bit of extra damage onto the boomerang. Just make this thing go a lot faster. And also, like, just not forget to upgrade all of the other things. So I think we're going to be focusing on Destroyer and the hot shots next, because the boomerang is going to be able to handle the boss by itself. So as soon as he starts attacking, that is. Let's use the boomer ability. Just melt this next skull. That's crazy. This thing is melting it, no problem. Oh, I don't know, guys. I mean, the boomerang is destroying the boss for sure, but again, we're suffering from camo balloons, and I think we need to find a solution for those guys as soon as possible. Is this like going to be good, like a 004 spike? We also have an all-tower precision, a rare one though. Oh, what do we take? I think we take the spike actually, just so we secure the exits. I think that's going to be more important. Now, let's see how we're doing so far. I mean, it's kind of wonky, guys, honestly, versus like these DDTs and everything. So just looking at stage 4 is going to be a really interesting one because we need to find a way to deal with DDTs. We're going to be seeing a lot more of these ZOMGs and DDTs on the next stage. So like, we are going to have to be finding a problem as soon as possible onto those guys. So this is going to be the last skull. Let's take, I guess, all tower inspiration, because why not? Let me get the Destroyer going. We have 2 rounds left of camo detection onto this guy. Yeah, this is so much faster. This boomerang, actually, I think we called it after the first stage, but this guy is doing wonders. This is the MVP. Our setup is amazing so far, but I guess Blast the Populace is just not the boss for us, honestly. And these DDTs, man. Alright, now take a look at the power of the Buccaneer as well. Look at all those explosions. There we go. We get it done. We did lose 1 life though, and we can sleep it off. I guess in one of these campfires we can restore 2. But yes, we finally get it done, and we get the Blast the Populace legendary artifact. Okay, so let's see what we have out of these legendaries. So let's see what the essence of Blast the Populace does. Tier 5 monkeys, level 20 heroes, burn balloons, and we have a very nice relic to go with this thing. And effective balloons take an extra +4 damage from all sources. This is good, but I don't think we need it, right? I mean, how much is the oh my god, this guy's like 16k. This is an OP tower for 16k, and it's the right crosspad, the 025. So this is gonna destroy DDTs that we have a problem with, and it's also going to reveal them. And I guess the 052 glue is nice, but I think we're gonna go for this guy. Yeah, let's get like a cheap tier 5 tower to help us along the way. Alright, and do we want to extract a relic? Honestly, maybe this one, maybe the homebrew alchemy, just because I think that we're gonna need it for future runs. So you know what, because it's a rare one, I'm actually gonna extract this one, and hopefully we don't lose the alchemist. I've never done this. Yeah, 6 billion counters, 1 hearts lost. Oh, this hurts, but we're gonna have to use our first campfire to heal, because we're gonna need those hearts back. Oh, we actually do get to keep both the alchemists, which is amazing. Okay, so let's remove this guy, I guess the 101, because we already have a 102 and it's a little bit cheaper. Alright, this stage 4 is looking very interesting. So if you take the bottom route, you go straight to the final boss, which is right here. But if you go for the top, oh my god, so many choices. And you can make it a little bit shorter. You go like this, or you take the outer path, I guess, and you encounter pretty much, well, everything possible. Oh, you know what, I'm actually seeing a legendary campfire. What does this do? I've only seen legendary chests and shops, but what does a campfire do? Are we about to find out? Yes, I think we are, but that's going to be in the next episode. So yeah, our setup is amazing. We need to find a solution for DDTs, and then I guess it's just going to be onwards in upgrading our relics. And there are a lot of campfires here towards the bottom side, which are going to help us do exactly that. But that's going to be it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching the video, and I'm going to see you on the next one.